What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing, back at you again. Today's topic, newly crowned undisputed champ Josh Taylor says Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed and he has unfinished business at 135 pounds. Let's chop it up and see what it's all about.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That life you for riches, huh? That life you for riches, huh? Pretty bitch, show me titties, huh? And I got the glazzy run up on me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
Okay, boxing fans, let's talk some boxing. All right, so last night, as you all know, Josh Taylor was crowned the new undisputed champion at 140 pounds. That's junior welterweight, after he had a spectacular victory over a game but outmatched Jose Ramirez. And shortly after the fight, in a post-fight interview, the newly crowned champ Josh Taylor was asked about fights that he had upcoming, or fights that people were looking to make with him. And someone mentioned Teofimo Lopez. Josh Taylor was quick to answer, and he said, as far as he's concerned, Teofimo is not undisputed. And there were no prompting from the interview about that question. He just simply asked him, "What about Teofimo asking about a fight with Josh Taylor, at 140 pounds?" And Josh Taylor simply said that as far as he's concerned, Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed at lightweight, and that he has unfinished business, at 135 pounds before he can consider talking about challenging Josh Taylor at 140. So that's basically what he said in a nutshell. So as far as he's concerned, that is Josh Taylor, the new undisputed champ at 140 pounds. He does not consider Teofimo Lopez to be undisputed at 135 pounds, and specifically said that Teofimo Lopez has unfinished business at lightweight before he can consider challenging the undisputed champ Josh Taylor. Okay, so let's chop that up and see what all that means. As you all know, ever since his victory over Vasilly Lomacenko, Teofimo Lopez has been claiming that he's undisputed, even though Devin Haney even though Devin Haney holds on to the WBC world title at lightweight. So this has been a mystery to a lot of people, as to how how Teofimo can claim undisputed if he doesn't have the WBC world championship belt at lightweight. Basically what Teofimo has is a franchise belt that he got through the Lomachenko fight, I think, or the bet was awarded to him. So it's basically like an email belt that Teofimo has, that franchise belt, considered by men to be basically just a ducking belt, okay, a fake belt, really, okay, that was awarded to Vasilly Lomachenko when he opted not to fight Devin Haney, and he dropped his WBC belt and took the franchise belt instead. So now Devin Haney had the WBC world title, and Teofimo Lopez has the WBA, IBF, and the WBO belt and a franchise belt. And with that, he's claiming that he is undisputed. But there's many people who are disputing it. So for the mere fact that people are disputing your belt being undisputed, that means that it's not undisputed. And those are the facts, okay? So actually, Josh Taylor is 100% correct. Despite what a lot of Teofimo fans and Teofimo and his followers out there saying, Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed, okay? As we can see, Josh Taylor just won a real undisputed belt, and no one in or out of boxing is disputing the fact that Josh Taylor is the undisputed champion at 140-pound junior lightweight. So that's what a real undisputed looks like. That's what it is, and that's what Josh Taylor has. And from one real undisputed champ to another champ who is not undisputed, Josh Taylor is saying that Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. And as far as I'm concerned, he's 100% correct. Teofimo is just the unified champ. And if you Google Teofimo Lopez, you will see that what comes up is the fact that he is the unified champ at lightweight, not undisputed. So there it is. So with all the talk out there from Teofimo Lopez chiefly and his father, they're the one basically pushing this whole, scenario that Teofimo is undisputed when he clearly is not undisputed, because Devin Haney, as I've already stated, has the WBC world title at lightweight. And in order for Teofimo to become undisputed, he would have to defeat Devin Haney and get that world title, that WBC world title. So that's basically where it is. But that fact has not stopped Teofimo Lopez and his supporters from claiming that he's undisputed when he clearly is not. Okay, so that's where it is. So basically what happened last night is that Josh Taylor basically, has joined the controversy, and according to him, Teofimo is not undisputed, and Teofimo has unfinished business at lightweight, which I'm thinking that Josh Taylor is referring to the fact that Devin Haney is the WBC world champion at lightweight, and that he's gonna have to. That Teofimo is going to have to fight Devin Haney if he wants to be, really be considered as undisputed. So, that's what we got from Josh Taylor last night. I totally agree with him. And like I said, I think he's 100% correct in his estimation and his statement that Teofimo is not undisputed, despite whatever Teofimo and his dad might want to go around trying to say and spreading the propaganda that he's undisputed. He's not, and his status as undisputed, is basically been disputed by many in boxing. Okay, I'm talking about like the boxing professionals and the boxing casuals as well. Okay, so basically what we have is a controversy, okay, about whether or not Teofimo is undisputed. And Josh Taylor has weighed in on this controversy and is stating that Teofimo, as far as he's concerned, him being the, Josh Taylor being the real undisputed champion, he's saying, that as far as he's concerned, Teofimo is not undisputed and he has unfinished business at lightweight before he can claim to be an undisputed champion. So there it is, people. I mean, it is what it is, okay? So yeah, that's the latest from Josh Taylor after defeating Jose Ramirez to become the undisputed champion at junior welterweight. Now, we don't know what Teofimo is going to be, actually do about becoming undisputed, if he's actually going to face Devin Haney. Teofimo has been promising that he was going to fight there. I mean, when he first won the title, that is Teofimo, he claimed that, all the lightweight guys need to fight. Everyone needs to fight. Everyone, the best need to fight the best. And that he was going to take on Devin Haney as one of the first tasks, as unified champ at lightweight. But as we have seen, he never actually did that. He has basically been avoiding Devin Haney, using various excuses about Haney not having a real belt or Haney not fighting anybody. The usual, duck narrative that we've been hearing from people like Errol Spence and others when they don't want to fight someone. They basically claim that the person is not fighting anybody, or that the person is a horrible fighter. Like Jamal Charles said about you know, like Jamal Charlo said about, you know, fighting his middleweight opponent. What's his name? Oh, how did I forget this guy's name? Yeah, Jamal Charlo has been saying that you know, that he's not going to fight. He's not going to fight. What's his name? He's not going to fight Demetrius Andrade because Andrade is not fighting anybody. You know, just basically duck narratives, and so that's the same narrative that Teofimo has been spinning about Devin Haney, making excuses. And as we can see, you know, Teofimo has a fight coming up in June 19th where he's fighting a guy called George Kambosos Jr. Okay, a fight that nobody actually asked for. You know, people have been asking for the Devin Haney Teofimo fight, but Teofimo chose instead to fight Kambosos and claims that you know, it's a mandatory fight. But in actuality, you know, unification trumps mandatory, and Teofimo could have easily fought Devin Haney, whether he had a mandatory or not. And you know, he could have easily fought Devin Haney because that fight would be a unification, and that fight would be for actual undisputed. But like I said, Teofimo has chosen to fight George Kambosos Jr. instead of the Devin Haney fight, and so that's where we are right now. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting fact, an interesting turn of events. Newly crowned reigning undisputed junior welterweight champion Josh Taylor basically shot down any talk of him fighting Teofimo Lopez, saying that Teofimo Lopez has unfinished business at lightweight because as far as Josh Taylor is concerned, Teofimo is not undisputed, and he needs to clean up that action, clean up that situation before he can think about, you know, moving up to fight Josh Taylor. So there it is. Okay, folks, that's all I have for right now. I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You know, go to TBEBoxing.com, get the latest news and boxing headlines. The news and boxing headlines on TBEBoxing.com is updated daily. Okay, you can also go there if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, or you want to donate to the YouTube channel. So donate, like, or subscribe. This is TBE Boxing. That's all I have for right now. I'm out.